The National Center for Arts and Culture, NCAC, in partnership with various stakeholders, has officially announced the highly anticipated Banjul New Year Cultural Festival, which is set to run from December 24 to January 1st, 2025. The Banjul Cultural Festival, known as the Banjul Regatta and Festival, is an annual event held in Banjul. The festival has a long history dated back to the 1950s, when it was first held as a regatta by the Gambia Yanchi Association. Speaking at the maiden press conference held in Banjul, Hassim Sise, Director of National Center for Arts and Culture, stressed that the cultural festival is growing bigger, and NCAC, in partnership with various stakeholders, has taken a new approach to ensure the success of the event.
The Banjul New Year Cultural Festival is growing bigger and bigger from the 24th to the 24th of December to the 1st of January every year. It is really one of the highlights of the Gambian cultural calendar. And we at the National Center for Arts and Culture have been engaged with the cultural groups and all the other stakeholders for a while now. So this is why the task force was divided into a media, and communication committee, security committee, transport, safety, security, and so on. Okay, so that was the first thing we did, to divide the task force into committees, and these committees will address, their respective, domains. Another new thing is the fundraising, which the Honorable Minister has led himself. Okay, so far close to 90 entities and persons abroad and here have been contacted, have been sent letters to request for support. And so far, the response is very, very positive. So the idea is from the funds that we are going to collect, the activities of the festival will be supported. The activities of operations and of course the activities of the cultural groups also.
Suleiman Sow, chairperson of the Head of Media and Communication for Banjul New Year Cultural Festival, highlighted the rundown for this year's festival.
It starts from the 24th, which is the opening night. Which we will give back and celebrate the cultural groups that has been here creating this environment for the Banjul Festival to be here today. So we need to celebrate them and give them certificates. The cultural groups at Most Road, starting from 4 p.m. on Christmas Day. And then Boxing Day, we're going to have another cultural night with Samba Soho. All this is done on the Jollof Arts. And on the 27th, we're going to have I think it's a Tanabir with different groups from Banjul. And then the following night, which is the 28th, they're going to have Gase with Rainbow, all happening at Most Road. On the 29th, we're going to start with aerobics. And eventually, in the evening, we close it with another Ziba and Tanabir come together. Now, on the 31st, we're going to celebrate again New Year's Eve with fireworks and sound system, and we'll invite all the Banjul artists to perform on that night. And then New Year's Day is the big day that you will see the cultural displays, and then that's where the big five, as we call them, bring out the best of them. Namely, Ekumbaba will be here at Arch Pavilion, and then Odile will be at Federal, Gonsot will be at Independence Drive, right next to Manesila Memorial Lawn.
Kemo Sane, head of security for Banjul Cultural Festival, emphasized that without proper security, the event will not be possible. A well-coordinated security strategy is in place with various agencies such as the Office of National Security, Police Force, the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, working together to manage potential risks and maintain order.
So I want to make sure that this upcoming event is a success. And in order to do that, the security committee, we put in certain things in place. For instance, the main nightmare that everyone is talking about, the traffic flow. The traffic officers and the transport committee members last week, in fact this very week, in fact we are engaged in that city tour. And the reason for this city tour is to make sure that they identify parking places where people can park their vehicles, the exit where those coming from the Congo's, where the route that they are going to use to get into Banjul, and also the exit where they will be allowed to go out of Banjul. Because this is very key. Without that, it's going to be very, very difficult for a very good flow of traffic.
Fatou Doumbia, a member of task force from Fire and Rescue Service Department, also addressed fire safety during the festival. She assured attendees that her department will be fully prepared to handle any potential fire outbreaks. Over the years, the festival has grown to become a major cultural event that showcases the diversity of Gambia's cultural heritage. The festival is usually held in late December and early January, and it features a range of cultural activities including traditional music, dance, and masquerade performances. For N24 News, I am our MCC.